Like Peaceful Nascar League, I'm your host Sports1173, and if y'all aware of the title, this is the last race ever for the Checkered Flag Peaceful Nascar League, broadcasted on NASCAR Heat 3. Tomorrow night we'll be starting our first ever broadcast on NASCAR Heat 4. If we have a broadcaster for tomorrow night, if not, then next Saturday at Richmond for the National Series, that'll be the first ever broadcast on Heat 4. But hopefully it'll be tomorrow night, not next Saturday night. So, be interesting to see how these National Series guys, how they're going to handle from a 1.5 mile tryover in Las Vegas to the beginning of their playoffs next week. Richmond is a 3/4 mile short track. So, the lobby's getting ready to be set up right now to start the. We're going to start the race here in a little bit. But while we're waiting for the while we're waiting to get the lobby set up, that's what I'm trying to say. The starting lineup. World Warner's the 0-line guy, the Fowler Bradley, who will be relinquishing the number to a different team, but the sponsorship and the driver, Pilot Flying J the sponsorship, GT Jones the driver, will be changing numbers. So you'll go from the number 5 to the number 1 car next week in Richmond. He'll still be in Junior Motorsports. He'll still have the same crew chief, same sponsorship too. So just a different number, and see how he handles the new number change. World 3 is the 9 Predator and the 42 NCOG. Predator's going to have a new sponsor. Switch is going to be the main sponsor on that 9 car. Different colors. We got some silver, got the red 9, the gray bumper, the silver bumper, and maybe you'll be wanting the black bumper. And NCOG, his main sponsor was Firearm Services. They'll be going over the trainer in the 23 car. The GMS Racing started next week in Richmond, so that left NCOG out of a ride. Colleague Racing called him up. He's like, "Hey, we got a second car lined up here for you. It's going to be the number 10 Nutrient AG Solutions Chevrolet. See if you can handle the new colors, the new team, and hopefully you can enjoy your time in the playoffs. Hopefully go for that title." And rounding out the field is going to be the 18 of Weasel and the 7 NASCAR Man. NASCAR Man will be returning to the 7 car next week in Richmond. Same sponsor, Brandt, and Armour's going to be on the 7 car once again. Also, Armour's going to be also on the 9 car once again, as well. But also, iCanon's going to be the new sponsor for Weasel in the 18, and the Toyota is going to be debuting a new body starting next week in Richmond. The Toyota Supra will be hitting the track for the first time with Weasel as his designated driver. So, while we wait for Heat 4, these guys will be waiting to get on Heat 4. We got to get through Heat 3 first and see how these guys handle it. Alright, this will be the final time you see NCOG in the 42, and it'll be the final time you see the number 5 on the track. So, going to be interesting to see how the new sponsor deal is going to work, how the new paint scheme is going to look, how the racing is going to be, because the racing is going to be a little different than Heat 3, so be interesting to see how that works. I'll be riding here with one guy in the 0. Hey, he's the pole sitter. I believe this is his first pole of the year, so congratulations to one guy in that 0 team on the pole. Better time to get the pole and start to find speed now rather than like Sim Raceway, for instance, and before going to Homestead, and you know you're probably eliminated for the playoffs. But you'll be trying to focus on next season, while you also be trying to focus on this season as well. So they're getting ready to come out of turn number 4 right now. The green flag's about to be thrown in the air. Here we go. Boogity buggity buggity. We'll say goodbye to NASCAR E3, boys. Let's get on NASCAR E4 already, shall we? Line guy out front in the zero gets a great start on that inside lane. Bradley in the 5 did not get a good start on the outside lane. He falls back to 3rd. Predator's up to 2nd. Everyone's single file down the back straightaway. Diving into turn number 3. We'll see the different lines here. See Bradley, they're all mainly on the bottom, but some people try to migrate over to the middle. Who's going to lead lap 1 at the stripe? Line guy by half a car length will lead lap 1. Predator 2nd. Bradley 3rd. Weasel 4th. Incock 5th. And that's coming rounding out the field in 6th. Diving back into turn number 1. Half of the cars up the track, near the wall. The other half on the bottom. Wipe out that white line. Predator out front. Weasel and Rhino make contact. Down the back straightaway. The pole sitter falls back to 2nd. Meanwhile, Bradley, Weasel and Incog gonna try to go 3 wide for 3rd back there. Incog's felt better over to back out of it. Lap number 2 complete. Predator leads this time. He should have led lap 1 in his thoughts, but at least he got that bonus point. That'll help out if the playoffs start today. Bradley in the 5, what a nice move coming out of turn 2. He's going to dive the inside wine guy for 2nd. Maybe. And Incog and Nascar man battling back there for 5th. The last 2 spots on the track. And Incog's going to hold on to 5th place. While everyone is still single file. Wine guy not cutting through the dog leg on the apron on the track. On the front straightaway. While everyone else will cut it and try to get an advantage. Bradley goes really high into turn 1. He hits the wall. He makes contact with Weasel on the 18. And there's a huge wreck turn 2. You see in the back. Teammates for this race. Bradley in the 5. Nascar man in the 7. Get involved. Now, I believe we were too early to get a caution. So, that's not going to be a caution. And with the 5 and the 7 wrecking. Oh, that is a caution. Okay, that was a caution. I'm a little surprised that was a caution because we haven't completed 3 laps yet, so that was interesting. But well, the caution's out now, and Nascar man's not happy with Bradley already. Saw that back there, the 5 and the 7 getting into an altercation. Looks like Nascar man's already the race has started. Nascar man's not happy. He's not happy with Bradley. But pit road will be open this time by. I'm pretty sure Nascar man and Bradley have to pit for damage. But what about the other 4 cars? Are they going to pit? Is anyone willing to pit, give up track position for tires? Predator's pitting. No, he stays out. Oh. But Incog is going to pit though. Predator last second changed his mind and door checked line guy on the track. But Incog took a chance to pit it. So he's going to come down pit road. Let's watch this 42 car real quick. There he is. He's down pit road. He was the first guy down pit road. But NASCAR man and Bradley are going to be repairing damage on their cars. But Predator, line guy, and Weasel will stay out here. Excuse me, they will be 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. But not Bradley. Incog will probably be 4th here. And whoever be 5th, one who's going to be 5th. Oh no, NASCAR man's going to be 4th. And then Incog's going to be 5th and Bradley 6th. So your restart order. Row 1 is the 9 Predator 0 line guy. Row 2 is the 18 Weasel 7 NASCAR man. And row 3 is going to be the 42 of Incog and the 5 of Bradley. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to handle. It looks like they're going to go another lap here. So they're going to be restarting next time by. Will anyone take a chance to pit now? Nope. Predator, Line Guy, and Weasel still stay out on the track. So it's going to be interesting to see which lane Predator would take. He might start on the bottom here for this restart. If he does, he's going to have Weasel behind him. And if he chooses the outside, he's going to have one of his teammates. Actually, he's going to have his teammates, actually. NASCAR man Bradley on the outside. But on the inside, he would have Weasel and Incog, who are considered, I think, the big three for this championship, I believe. And GT Jones will probably be that fourth guy. But maybe Trainer, not Norfolk, Trainer, Wine guy, and NASCAR man would probably be that fourth guy. And Predator looks like he's going to take the outside lane for the restart. He started on the outside lane. So, difference is, the front row is the same as it was at the very beginning. No, Bradley qualified second, never mind. So, Predator is on the outside lane for this restart. Ryan guy who started this race on the inside lane will be on the inside once again. But this time he didn't have lane choice. So, Predator is going to have his teammates, and that's coming in Bradley behind him, while Ryan guy's going to have Weasel and Incock behind him. So, they're going to come off of turn 4. Getting ready to take the green flag here. Green flag is back in the air. Back on the way at Vegas. Predator got a nice start in that outside lane. He's going to jump out front already. They're side by side for third. NASCAR man Weasel into turn 1. Hancock at 42 falls back a little bit. Weasel's going to get third from NASCAR man as they race off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Everyone single file heading into turn 3. Everyone on the bottom. Oh boy. Weasel kissed the wall there out of turn 4 there. As they storm down into turn number 1. Weasel, look at the move on him. Look at the Weasel. He's moving on the inside line guy for second. He falls back in line. Bradley all over the back bumper. NASCAR man for fourth. Oh, line guy. He got close to that apron there. Weasel had to find a way around him. But there's a little separation here between third and fourth. That's a little surprising. The 3 cars that pitted on new tires as NASCAR man and Bradley, I think, got the wall there. In turn 1. Oh yeah, look. They're wrecking already. Bradley wrecked again. Incock this time got a little bit of damage. And look at Weasel trying to make a move on line guy for second. They're still side by side for second. We'll be right around the track with Weasel in the 18 as he asks about why guy in the 0 for second. They got NASCAR man in the 7 looking as well. Neither one of these guys have any help. Weasel tried to side draft Ryan guy there, didn't work. So he's going to fall back in line. Bradley in the 5 is nowhere in sight. As they storm back into turn number 1, everyone's still single file. The only battle going on right now is for second. Can Weasel find a way around Wine Guy? He's going to have to try a different line if he wants to get around him. Or maybe he can get a good one off the corner, use the draft of Wine Guy, and propel around him. Or they're going to try to stay single file, try to catch Predator. Oh, he's going to try the outside. He's almost there on the outside. But he's going to get the wall for 2. He just kissed it a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys are going to get around each other. Hancock at the 42 has fallen off a touch of these 4 leaders. He's probably got a little bit of damage on that right side. Weasel again trying the outside lane, but Ryan Guy is going to try to come up in front of him. Oh, Weasel got a little bit of the wall going in turn 1 there. See, Weasel's trying to get around him on the outside because he knows Wine Guy's going to hog the bottom. Oh, Weasel got close to that wall. But meanwhile, while they're trying to race each other, they're catching Predator here. And they're pulling away from Nascar Man as well. Oh, what a nice move by Weasel. He goes to the inside once again for second. And he's going to clear him. Put that black and red 18 car into second. And now Weasel sets his sights on Predator. I think Weasel had a faster car over Wine Guy, so curious to see how Wine Guy handled from this position in third, right behind Weasel. I'm very surprised that these 3 cars on old tires were able to pull away from like NASCAR Man who got fresh tires. Incog's probably got a little bit of damage, that's why he's not up here. And Bradley also wrecked earlier in turn 2, so he's not up here. But very surprising that the old tires were able to hang on a little bit. Top 3 single file. Whoever makes a mistake is going to get cost. You see Incog back there. Right here in that 42 is going to get inside. Now it's coming from 4th. While the top 3 of single file, NASCAR Man Incog bound for 4th. Incog's going to get clear of NASCAR Man. He's going to try to draft up back up to him. Meanwhile, the top 3 are getting closer to each other. There they are. Look at NASCAR Man. He's trying to find a way around him. He's going to get in the wall right here, I think. Oh, barely not. He did not. So, Incog, I think, has 4th place locked up for now. So, let's go back up here to the front. The top 3. Weasel and Wine Guy have caught Predator. But where are they going to make the move? Oh, Predator, he's awful close to that apron there. And Predator won stage 1 here earlier in the season. He passed. Oh! Weasel whacked. Back front straightaway. Oh. Wow. Weasel just went around and turned on the front straightaway. Wow. And it looks like Bradley in the 5 might get around him as well. That's for 5th. Wow, Weasel's up there fighting for the stage win. And now, he falls back to the clutches of Bradley. Meanwhile, Predator pulls away from Wine Guy. And that's going to be the end of stage 1. Predator wins stage 1, so he gets a valuable playoff point, along with 10 championship points. Wine Guy gets 2nd, he gets 9 championship points. Incog gets 3rd, he gets 8 championship points. NASCAR Man gets 4th, he gets 7 championship points. Weasel rounds out the 5th place, getting 6 championship points, and Bradley rounds out the field. Oh, maybe Bradley actually got around Weasel there for 5th. Oh, yeah, he did. Weasel falls back to 6th, so he lost a point. Bradley took that spot from him. So Bradley would be 5th, and Weasel will be 6th, so he gets 5 championship points rather than 6. So pit road is open this time by. Everyone I'm pretty sure will pit. And maybe Weasel can get some damage fixed, as well as Bradley, maybe Incog. So pit road is open. GT Jones is pitting. I mean, not GT Jones, Bradley's pitting, and Weasel's pitting as well. So the last 2 cars on the track pitted. Meanwhile, the top 4 stay out. With Predator, Lion Guy, Incog, and NASCAR Man being the 4 cars that ended stage 1 in first through 4th. So let's see who'll win the race up the road between Bradley and Weasel. Let's go watch them real quick. So your result order. Well, 1's the 9 Predator, 0 Wine Guy. Well, 2 is the 42 Incog, 7 Nascar Man. And who's going to start 5th and 6th? Bradley would be 5th. So Will 3 would be the 5, running out of the field would be the 5 Bradley and the 18 Weasel. So they might go another lap here because when I changed cameras, Weasel was not out of the pits yet, so yeah, it looks like they're going to go another lap here. There's Bradley. And don't see Weasel yet. And no one took the opportunity to pit there, since they're going to have to go another lap. So once Weasel gets back up to the field, the green flag will be thrown next lap. So Predator took the outside lane last time on the restart. So where's he going to start this time? Is he going to do the same thing? Start on the outside and put put Wine Guy back on the inside lane, or is he going to change it up on the youngster? Take the inside lane and put Wine Guy on the outside. If Wine Guy is put on the inside, he'll have Incog and Bradley behind him, and it looks like Predator will take the outside lane once again. So he's going to have his teammate Nascar Man behind him, and he's going to have Weasel on his outside. Single file once again. So they might not be going back to green this time. So everyone gonna take advantage and pit? Looks nope. No one's gonna take advantage. I'm surprised that they didn't take advantage and pit it there. So I'm surprised they didn't go green that time. So now I think they're going to double it this time. So like I mentioned, is Predator going to put the youngster on the inside lane again, or he's going to put him on the outside lane? There's single file once again. Oh, now they're pitting now. Everyone's pitting except Weasel. Weasel stays out. So Weasel's going to be a new leader. He's going to be the third different leader in this race. Wine Guy led the first lap and Predator led all the other laps. Until now. So, Weasel's going to be a new leader. And who's going to be second on the restart? It's going to be Bradley in second. So front row for the restart. Row 1's the 18 Weasel and the 5 Bradley. Row 2's going to be the 9 Predator, the 7 Nascar Man. And running out the field's the 42 Incog and the 0 Wine Guy. So Predator will be third on the restart. Bradley's going to be second. So here's your new leader, Weasel, by staying out. What lane is Weasel going to take? He's going to take the outside lane, so he's going to put the Bedouin Bradley on the inside. But that might be a bad move because Bradley will have Predator behind him along with Incog. And Weasel's going to have NASCAR man and Wine Guy behind him. It's going to be interesting how this choice of lanes will benefit or not benefit Bradley or Weasel at all. Which way will prevail? Green flag's back in the air. Oh, I think Weasel spun the tires a little on that restart. But he's gonna barely inch ahead of Bradley, I think. Yeah, he does. Oh, Bradley almost got him there. Oh, Predator's on the apron. He saved it. His Predator back there on the 9, he saved it. But that's cost him a lot of track position. And possibly the stage if a caution does not fly. Weasel out front. Bradley trying to make a move for the lead. Oh, Incog's gonna go the inside for second. Now it's coming out. Wine Guy looking ready to strike. Can Bradley hold on a second? Oh, I think Weasel got a little loose there in the middle of the corner. Oh, Bradley got a nice one off the corner. He's gonna try to get underneath Bradley. Bradley's still trying to find a way around Weasel. But NASCAR man on the outside now of Incog for third. And Bradley to the inside for the lead. Oh, the 5 and the 18 make contact. Weasel's in the wall. Incog, Bradley, NASCAR man are going to go by, possibly. NASCAR man's trying to work with Incog. Weasel gets knocked up the track. NASCAR man trying to cut on Wine Guy. Bradley out front, Incog second, NASCAR man third, Weasel fourth, and Wine Guy fifth, and Predator sixth. That's your lineup right now. Bradley making the middle lane work. Incog trying to get by him on the bottom. NASCAR man's up to third. Weasel gets to the outside for third. But NASCAR man I think is going to have to pull out on the inside. Unless Weasel can carry enough momentum off the corner. NASCAR man got the grass there. He saved it, but he's going to lose the battle for third on Weasel. And now he's going to try to fend off Wine Guy for fourth. Meanwhile, Incog going to the inside for the lead on Bradley. He's going to fall back in line. Wine Guy is going to get clear of NASCAR man here for fourth, I believe. While all the slices and dice are going on, there's that white car Predator looking in the back there. But them battling like this is going to allow him to close right back up and possibly continue to the stage again. Incog once again going for the lead on the inside lane. But on board here with Weasel here as he watches Incog go for the lead on Bradley. I think Bradley's going to get the one off the corner. Yes, he will. Oh, Incog, the 42 car. They're all single file now. This might be bad for Predator. Oh, Bradley went, I think, a little too high there. The door-to-door off of turn 2 for the lead. But Bradley's got a nice one off the corner, though. He will hold on to the lead. This is like a little pack race, pretty much. Incog once again going to the inside, trying to get around Bradley. Bradley's going to make him look for it. Oh, contact between the 5 and the 42. Oh, now Incog tried to go on the outside. Excuse me, Weasel tried to go on the outside for second or Incog, but he lost third to Wine Guy. Oh, NASCAR man, and that's 7 car. Try to get by Weasel. Incog's peeking for second. Weasel's on the wall. He just kissed it. But this Predator trying to get back in the fight. Weasel tried to go peek to the inside for third on Wine Guy. Thought better of it. Nascar man got really high off of turn 4 there. Oh, look at these 4 cars. Oh, contact between Wine Guy and Weasel. Hancock falls back in line behind Bradley. And Weasel falls back behind Wine Guy. And this is only in stage 2. Wonder what the final stage is going to be. Oh, Bradley got the wall. Hancock to the lead. Bradley made a little mistake, and it cost him. Wine Guy and Weasel bound for third. Look at Nascar man. Looks like he tried to go through the middle there. Oh, Hancock and Bradley racing hard. Oh boy. Weasel's gonna get the outside of Bradley for second. He might clear him here. He does. Put Weasel up to second. And Predator is back in the fight. Here he is over the back of Nascar man. Oh, Incog. He's got to defend on Weasel here. Who wants to play our point more? Does Incog want it more? Does Weasel want it more? Or do Wine Guy, Nascar man, or Predator want it more? Nascar man, inside Wine Guy for fourth. Predator makes it 3 wide off of turn 2. Predator back up to fourth. And the battle for the lead continues. Oh boy, contact between Bradley and Hancock. Contact again. And Predator's already up to fourth. Look at him go. He's already going for third and maybe second. Predator coming from the back to the front already. Already up to second. Bradley got a little high there in turn 1 there. Nascar man trying to take advantage. Oh, Nascar man Bradley made contact. I'm very impressed with Predator in that 9 car. He went from 6th to 2nd in like 2 laps. That shows he has a fast car. Bradley and Nascar man back there fight for second. Let's keep you for 5th. While Predator and Hancock battle for second. Predator's gonna get the one off the corner. My guy's gonna try to take advantage for third. One guy holds on to third. But Bradley and Nascar man still battling back there for 5th. With them battling, they lose a touch of the leaders. Predator over the back bump of Weasel for the lead. Into turn 3. Who wants to play our point more? Weasel's a sitting duck on the outside lane by himself. Nascar man gets back by Bradley for 5th. I'm very impressed with Predator. Able to make those moves like that. Hancock and Wine got back there bound for third. Hancock falls back. Oh, look at Predator trying to move Weasel up the track. Oh, Predator's gonna fall back in line. Line guy trying to take advantage. Oh, the bumper. Weasel hung on. Wow. What a nice move by Weasel trying to hold on to that car. And Bradley and Nascar man still battling for fifth back there. Weasel gets shot again. Up the track he goes. Into the wall. Predator to the lead. Well, not yet. Now side by side heading into turn 3. Who's gonna get it at the line? Off of turn 4. Predator or Weasel. Here they come. Predator by half a car length. But the battle's not over yet. Back into turn number 1. Look at Incog trying to take advantage. Oh, is he gonna go up the middle? No, he's gonna fall back. Looks like the battle between Nascar and Bradley settled behind him, but the battle for these 4 cars is not going down whatsoever. Into turn 3. Who wants to play out point more for turn 4? They're door checking each other. Drag racing to the line. Predator got it. Predator got it at the line. He's still your leader. Weasel's not getting up on the outside lane, but they got some trying to make a move. 3 wide on the inside. That's the 3 wide. Contact between the leaders. Oh, they're working back straight away. And wide guy gets through. Nascar man and Bradley get through as well. Hancock still in second though. But the 3 leaders wreck. And wide guy's going to take advantage and hold on to the lead. Nascar man's going to get second. Wow. What an end to stage 2. Line guy gets a valuable playoff point. Like I mentioned earlier, he's looking in the weeds, ready to strike. He struck right there. They all wrecked and he pounced. He took advantage and got that playoff point. Wow. Impressive. Line guy gets stage 2. He gets 10 championship points and a playoff point. Nascar man gets second and 9 championship points. Incog gets third, gets 8 championship points. Bradley gets 4th. Weasel gets 5th, getting 6 championship points. And Predator rounds out the field getting 5 championship points. He went from last to first. He actually went from last to second in 2 laps. And then he stayed in second, moved Weasel out of the way, took the lead. And then he gets wrecked. And falls back. Back to 6th. So, who's gonna win the race off pit road here? This is gonna be interesting. Line guy maybe win the race off pit road? No, Bradley's gonna win the race off pit road. Because Line guy's second, Nascar man third, Incog 4th, Weasel 5th, and Predator will be back in 6th. So Bradley's your new leader. He'll take the lead on pit stops. Looks like they're going to jump up on the restart. Your front row 1's to 5 with Bradley, the 0 Line guy. Row 2's to 7 Nascar man, the 42 of Incog. Excuse me, and rounding out the field is the 18 of Weasel and the 9 of Predator. Man. So, Bradley takes the lead. He finished 6th. He finished 3rd in stage 1. Excuse me, 4th in stage 2. He finished last in stage 1. He's your new leader. First time he's led in the final stage. And it's the second time he's been out front. So they come off of turn 4. Gonna get back up to the gears here. Green flag's back in the air. Line guy had to give up the spot there. So Bradley allows Bradley to get a whole shot. Nascar man trying to take advantage for second. Into turn 1. The door to door, 2 cars back. Look at Weasel, make it a 3 wide off of 2. Wine Guy gets pushed into the wall. Oh, contact between Wine Guy and Incog. No wrecking. Wine Guy gets it back up to the gears. He's back up to the gears, he's good. But the battle's on for second. Weasel, NASCAR Man, Predator, and Bradley in the lead. Incog's back at 5th. NASCAR Man, that 7 car. He has been a quiet man all season. And apparently when the opportunity struck, he took advantage, just like Wine Guy in stage 2. Getting... Oh, Predator moves him off the track. NASCAR Man wrecks turn 4. Oh, NASCAR, I was just talking good about NASCAR Man, and then Predator dumps him in 3 and 4. Wow. Battle for the lead. Bradley in the 5, Weasel in the 18. And you got Predator in the 9 looking. Bradley proved to be difficult to pass earlier, so let's see if Weasel can make it easy on himself. Oh, Bradley got loose there for turn 4. Weasel's gonna try to go to the outside for the lead, but Predator's gonna try to follow Bradley. Oh, caution's out. Bradley will hold on to the lead. The road will be open this time by. Everyone except Weasel pits. So Weasel stays out on the track once again. Weasel will be back out in front when pit stop cycle through. And we'll see who wins race up for second. NASCAR Man's going to be second on this restart. Looks like Predator's going to get 3rd, and Bradley be 4th. So NASCAR Man's back up to 2nd. After that caution, Incog's going to be 5th, and Wine Guy's going to be 6th. So, I do not know if we're doubling up yet. There's Wine Guy and the Zero come up for turn 2, so we might get back. We might be restarting here. Yep, I think we're restarting now. So row 1 is going to be the 18 Weasel, the 7 NASCAR Man. Row 2 is going to be the 9 Predator, the 5 Bradley, and running out the field is the 42 Incog and the 0 Wine Guy. That's going to ride here with NASCAR Man on this restart. The Quiet Man all season. Weasel and Predator get going. Incog gets going as well. The inside lane just shot out of a cannon. But that inside lane just stalled. The inside lane just pulled away while that outside lane just stalled. Wow. The restarts on 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Oh, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Down the back straightaway. Incog and Predator bound for 2nd. Incog gets clear. Man, everyone's single file, bumper to bumper, into turn 1. NASCAR Man puts Bradley in the wall. Turn 1. Oh, Bradley got put in the wall by NASCAR Man. There he is back there. Bradley in the 5. And Wine Guy inside of NASCAR Man for 4th. Incog and Weasel battling hard for the lead. But the battle for fourth's still going on. Blind guy gets cleared for fourth. Oh, Incog. Trying to get the inside of Weasel. Falls back in line. Predator trying to get underneath Incog for second. Oh boy. He's gonna fall back in line. Saw Predator be aggressive earlier. He went from 6th to 2nd in 2 laps. So I would not be surprised to see him charge back up through the field again. Look at Incog trying to get underneath Weasel for the lead once again. He got him this time. Down the back straightaway, but I think Weasel got the one off the corner. He does. Oh, Nascar man. Trying to move Line Guy up the track for fourth. Nascar man is going to have fourth at the line. And I think Line Guy will fall back to fifth, and he does. Oh, Nascar man and Rhino guy battling hard like for fourth. The Nascar man left a lot of bottom open there, but he's able to hold on to it. Predator's just the middle guy right now. He's got a battle in front of him with Incog and Weasel. He's got a battle behind him with his teammate Nascar man Ryan guy. Incog once again trying to go to the inside, but Weasel's going to get one off the corner. He's going to hold on to it for. Yep, Weasel's going to hold on to the lead. Weasel looking for his second win of the season. Incog looking for his first win of the season. Predator looking for his fourth win of the season, and it'll be 3 in a row if he does it tonight. And you see Nascar and Ryan got back there, both looking for their first wins ever in this league. Same with Incog. Weasel trying to fend off Incog for the lead. This is a close Incog spin to Weasel trying to get the lead. He's going to get at the line. Weasel led by nose. So Weasel's still your leader as they head off into turn number 1. Was right on board here with Predator real quick. Watch this battle in the desert. Weasel about almost a car length ahead in turn 3. Incog gains in the middle. Oh, is Predator gonna make it 3 wide? No, Incog blocked him off. Oh, they're about 3 wide for the lead. They're about 3 wide. They're about 3 wide going into turn 1. Predator had to back out of it because he wasn't gonna make the corner. But Weasel, oh man, Weasel had to hold off Incog with that charge. So Weasel's still your leader. Predator might try to get around Incog here for second. Oh, Weasel leaving the bottom open again. The big 3 in the championship. I feel like Weasel, Incog, and Predator all first, second, and third. That's where they won. Oh, Predator driving too hard. Oh man, I thought Predator was gonna get the wall out for turn 4, but he holds on to it. Looks like Ryan guys lost touch of Nascar man, and it looks like These two a battle. Still, oh, I think Weasel got the wall there in turn 2. Allowed Predator and Incog to get close right back up to him. Look at Nascar, man. The 7 wheeling these guys in. But it's probably because they're all battling for position. Look at Predator all over the back bump of Incog. And they're trying to catch Weasel for the lead. Oh man, these three are getting racy. Incog once again trying to go on the inside of Weasel for the lead. We see Predator take a 3 wide earlier. He did it on his teammates, Nascar man Bradley. So I would not be surprised if he did it again. Incog once again going for the lead. Oh, contact between the 18 and 42. Incog led at the line there. So new leader, Incog, takes the lead from Weasel. Can he clear him? Oh, Nascar right in the wall behind him. And Weasel's on the wall in front of him. Predator had his teammate hit the wall behind him. Oh, Incog, he's watching this battle for second heat up. Predator and Weasel throwing each other. Predator up to second. Weasel back to third. And Nascar man to 7. He's looking there, remember what I mentioned. He's laying in the weeds, ready to strike. Just like Lion Guy in stage 2. Nascar man, doing exactly what he needs to do. Predator and Weasel trying to battle for second. They're gonna try to work together, put the differences aside, and try to catch Incog. Oh, well, I was gonna say, all bets are off at this point. And it looks like all bets are off. Weasel trying to go high for second. Look at Weasel over the back bumper of Predator. Weasel's gonna get the wall for 2. Trying too hard. He falls back. Now it looks like it's gonna be a duel in the desert once again between Incog and Predator for the lead. And possibly for this race. Incog looking for his first win of the season. Predator looking for his 4th win of the season. He's currently tied with GT Jones for the most wins this season. Weasel looking for his 2nd win. Nascar man looking for his 1st win ever. Same thing with Incog. Same with Wine Guy. And Bradley. Don't count out Bradley just yet. He still might be in the fight here. If a caution comes out. But it might be brewing between Incog and Predator. Oh, Predator to the outside for the lead. Thought better of it. See, Weasel back there in the 18. He got the wall a couple laps ago. Might have taken him out for the win. Oh, Predator gave him a shot. Predator gave him a shot there. Let him know, hey, I'm here. Line guy back there in the 0 pitting. Blind guy's making a pit stop. Oh, Predator gave another shot to Incog. That time we got him on the apron. Oh, contact. Oh, there they go in the pit road. Did they make it? No, Predator did not make it. Incog did though. Oh, that's gonna hurt Predator. Weasel's out front now. But Predator tried to be way too aggressive there. It cost him. Incog was able to get out on pit road, but Predator wasn't. So that's gonna hurt Predator big time. So Predator's gonna come down pit road now. No, he's not. Bradley is still back there in that 5 car. Maybe I'm gonna lead you while the pit cycle's going on. I'm gonna read some comments real quick. Oh, Weasel. He's giving a pit. Oh! Nascar man had no idea he was gonna pit. Pit's gonna get through to the lead. Oh, Nascar to Weasel. And Nascar man. Wow. Weasel was killing down pit road. Nascar man had no idea and just rammed the back of him. Like Clint Boyer and Ryan Newman back in 2017 at Darlington. That was what happened right there. And the caution's out now. So Predator's gonna be your leader. That's gonna help this is gonna help these guys. But Ryan got the lap down. Incog's the lap down. Because they pitted. And Bradley's the lap down I believe as well because he pitted. So only 3 cars will on the lap now. And that is Weasel, Nascar man, and Predator. Bradley's the first car 1 lap down, so he gets a free pass. Maybe Ryan guy and Incog could take the wave round to get it back on the lap here. Yep, the 3 leaders are pitting, so that means Ryan guy and Incog will get their lap back. And Bradley pitted because he's a lap down. So who will win the race up the road between these 3 drivers? Bradley will have to start a little farther back, so it doesn't matter where Bradley comes out, and he's still going to have to give up spots like the Predator, Nascar man, and Weasel. But I think that was a tough break for Incog and Line Guy, because that hurt him. And looks like Weasel's going to be... No, Predator's going to be your leader. Predator's going to still be your leader, with Weasel second, Nascar man third. And there goes Bradley to take his free pass now. So here are your 3 leaders. Predator, Weasel, and Nascar man. Now while this is going on, I'm going to ask Bradley how many more laps there are. Alright, I'm back. Got 21 laps to go in the race. So, we're going to line up here for the restart, coming to 20 to go. Predator and Weasel will line up together in row 1. So row 1's and down in Predator, the 18 and Weasel. Excuse me, row 2 is the 7 and Nascar man and the 5 Bradley, who got the free pass. And running out the field is the 0 Brian guy and the 42 Incog, who both got the wave around, and now I'm back on the lap as well. So went from 3 cars to now all 6 cars being on the lap. Coming to 20 to go. When we restart, there's going to be 20 laps to go. Predator and Weasel on the front row. Predator takes the inside lane for the restart. Green flag is back in the air, back on the way. Weasel's got to give up the spot though. There you go. 20 to go. Predator will take the lead going into turn 1. Nascar man's in second. Wine guy's now up to third. Weasel's now fourth, and Incog's going to be up to fifth, but he's back in last. Teammates for the lead. Nascar man and Predator. Wine guy's going to take advantage for second. Maybe not. Oh, side by side for the lead. 19 to go. Teammates battling hard for the lead. Predator and Nascar man. With Weasel back there in third, trying to get past Wine guy. And Hickok trying to get by Bradley. Oh, contact between the 5 and the 42. Up the track goes Bradley. Nascar man going for his first win. This is the closest he's been to a win all season. Probably in his entire career. Into turn 3. Oh, he left a little bit of bottom open. Weasel's going to take advantage. 18 to go. This time by. Predator out front. Still. Weasel gets by Nascar man for second. Incog trying to get by Nascar man for third. He didn't get him though. Wine guy's going to try to get him by on the outside for fourth. $17 to go. This time by. 17 laps to go in NASCAR Heat 3. Who's going to win? Who's going to get those valuable playoff points and punch their ticket into possibly a championship one? Incog up to fourth now. NASCAR man still in third. Look at this one by NASCAR man. Where's he going to go with it? He's going to go up top. He opened the door for Incog for third. 16 to go. Everyone, you literally put a blanket over all 6 cars. That's how close they are. Oh boy, they're gonna go 3 wide for the lead. Incog, Predator, Weasel. This didn't work the first time. It almost worked again. Bradley in the 9. Excuse me, Predator in the 9. Bradley in the 5. Uh-oh. Oh, GMO Sports. Oh, Incog got the apron. Predator up the track. Again, waiting, slicing and dicing for the lead. Oh, Bradley let that lap. 15 to go. NASCAR man's up to second. Incog third. Bradley back out in front of Vegas. Weasel NASCAR man battling hard for third. Line guy and Predator, they're going to have to work together to want to catch these 4 cars. 14 to go. Bradley leading, Incog second, NASCAR man third, Weasel fourth. And Predator trying to get by Line guy for fifth. Look at Incog going for the lead. Weasel going for third. Predator gets by fifth. They're door to door for the top 4 cars, door to door. Into turn 3. It's going to help Wine Guy and Predator get back in the fight here. They racked up the racing here. It's intensified now. 13 to go. Oh boy. Oh, it cut off Weasel there. NASCAR man got the wall. Oh, NASCAR man in the wall. Predator and Wine Guy get by and we stay green. It's a 1-car incident. Oh, what a tough break for NASCAR, man. He was up front, duking it out with these guys, man. So happy to see him up here. But he's got to get the finish he deserved. Come to 12 laps to go. This time by. Predator up to 4th now. Wine Guy up to 5th. 12 laps to go in the race. Incog trying to go the inside of Bradley for the lead. Weasel looking as well. But don't count out Predator in that 9 car. He's coming back up in the fight. Oh, bumper. Weasel gave a shot to Incog. 11 laps to go. This time by 11 laps to go at Las Vegas. Into turn 1. Weasel's gonna try to get on the outside of Hancock for a second, but Hancock's gonna fill that hole. Maybe not. Get down to crunch time. 10. Make it 10 laps to go this time by. They're door to door for second. Weasel and Hancock. Hancock right on that white line. In that white and red 42 car. That black and red 18 car. Weasel though. Trying to get around him. How about that black and gold, red and white 5 car in the lead? Predator might need these guys to mess up even more if he wants to have a shot at it. At 3 in a row. 9 laps to go. Single digits now. 9 to go. Oh, Hancock, he saved it. Oh, he saved it. Hancock back to third though, but Weasel's trying to go for the lead. He's inside. Oh boy. They're door to door down the back straightaway. Where's Hancock gonna go with? Oh, contact between the 5 and the 18. Bradley up the track. Bradley lost the lead. Hit the wall. Turn 4 is Bradley. 8 laps to go. Weasel out front now at Vegas. The Predator's now up here in the fight. It's now a 4-car fight for the lead. Bradley and Predator are going to battle for third here while Weasel and Hancock friends off the track. Rivals inside the cars for the lead. Seven laps to go this time by. Who's go? I don't know who's. I can't pick a clear winner out of these 4 cars right now. Oh, Predator. He wants to move. He's gonna. Looks like he's gonna try to move Bradley out of the way. Try to get third here. But Bradley and Predator catch back up to Weasel and Hancock. 6 laps to go. 6 to go this time by. The top 4 cars literally under a blanket. Can Weasel, Hancock, or Predator, the big 3 for the championship, get 5 more valuable playoff points? Or will Bradley spoil the party and take those playoff points away? Coming to 5 laps to go this time by. We're going to find out in 5 more laps who is going to be rich in Vegas. 5 to go. 5 more laps in NASCAR Heat 3. 5 more laps of the National Series of Vegas. 10 more turns around this big old 1.5 mile tri-oval. Oh, Hancock going inside for the lead. Weasel trying to block though. Bradley Predator back up in the fight. Where's Bradley gonna go? 4 laps to go. These 4 cars under a blanket. Weasel led that lap. Weasel up against the wall. Bradley up against the wall. Predator single file line up the outside lane. Hancock's out to dry. Bradley trying to mix it 3 wide. Uh-oh, they were almost 3 wide in the turn 3. 3 laps to go this time by. Everyone still single file. Everyone trying to get the most out of their cars. 3 to go. Into turn 1. Oh, contact between Hancock and Weasel. Weasel up the track and the wall. Goes the 18. Can Weasel clear? Can Weasel clear? Stay on his outside. Can Hancock clear? He does. Hancock out front in Vegas. Coming to 2 laps to go this time by. Bradley and Weasel battle for second. Back behind him. 2 laps to go at Vegas. Who's going to win it? Oh, Bradley gets loose. They're 3 wide. Going to turn 1. Contact. Weasel on the wall. Bradley and Predator get by Weasel for second and third respectively. Down the back straightaway. They're coming to the white flag this time by. Coming out, turn 4, take the white flag. One more lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Who's going to win at Vegas? One more circle around this racetrack, and these guys are fighting for everything they got. Who's going to win at Vegas? Who's going to make it back to the checkered flag first? They're 3 right for second in the back. This is what Incock needs. Contact between Bradley and Weasel. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Incock looking for his first win of the season. Predator trying to dive it in turn 3. He's got one more shot at it. They're duking out for third between Bradley and Weasel, but it's not going to be enough. Coming out turn 4 to the checkered flag. Weasel is going to get third, but Incock's going to be a winner in Vegas. Wow. What a finish. Oh, Incock gets his first career win, and what better time to do it in the playoffs. New car next week? Forget about it. We're going to put the 42 back in victory lane. Wow. What a finish. Wow. Incock gets 5 very valuable playoff points. Predator comes home short of 3 races in a row in victory lane. He comes home second. Weasel gets third by holding out Bradley. Bradley gets 4th. And looks like Line Guy gets 5th and Nascar Man gets 6th. So Incock gets 20 championship points, 5 playoff points. Predator gets second, 15 points. Weasel gets third, 14 points. Bradley gets 4th. Line Guy gets 5th, 12 points. And Nascar Man finished 6th, 11 points. And Predator had the fastest lap of the race in the draft with a 31.409. So let's get your winner in here. That would be Incock in the 42 car. Final time on the 42. He'll be moved to the 10 car next week. But tonight it's all about the fame and glory of that 42 car. Let's get Incock in here real quick. And here is the car that the 42 went to victory lane in. The last race of the 42 ends up in victory lane. Let's get Incock. Oh man, congratulations, Incock.
Thank you.
I can bet you were nervous behind that wheel at 42, weren't you?
Oh, my hands are sweating.
Take me to those last few laps, those last 20 laps. You had a restart with coming to 20 laps to go. What was your mindset at that point?
Honestly, I thought I was completely screwed when the reset came up because I just got out of the pit when the caution came out, and then Bradley and Ryan took 2 tires, and I was just hoping everybody went in the pit so I could get the wave around, and somehow it worked in my way.
Now, you had an incredible battle with your friend Weasel out on the track. You also had Bradley and Predator up there slicing and dicing. It was like no one was going to get clear through the lead. It was swapping back and forth. Bradley being the lead, then Weasel being the lead, and then Predator would be trying to get up there to the lead. But then all at the end, you got the win. How does that make you feel? Getting 5 valuable playoff points.
Feels great to finally, well, still don't get that 5 playoff points, but just to get my win. I've had so many second places, has been crazy.
I could bet you on this win because you've been clicking them off ever since, I believe, Michigan in June when you finished second at GT Jones. I think that's when you started clicking off those good finishes, getting top 5s at Road America, Darlington, Indy. Unfortunately, Indy didn't go your way, but Las Vegas, you turned that around here to win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No problem. Wow. Let's get second place Predator in here because I know he's not happy with that second place finish. But I think he was sore of the race. He went from the back to the front, and then when he went from the back to the front, and he made those incredible moves for and then he unfortunately went to the back again at the end of stage 2 in the wreck with Weasel and Incock again. But let's get Predator in here real quick. This player, how are you?
I'm alright, man. I'm worn out after that race.
I don't blame you with 3 other cars in your way. That was impressive, especially in stage 2, I believe. As you at the end of stage 2, you made some slice and a dice, and man, you went from 6th to 2nd in 2 laps. That was impressive.
Yeah, and we actually got our fastest lap scored, or the fastest lap scored in the race based off that. You know, I had a really fast car, and I knew that I was able to hold it where I wanted it to, kind of in the middle. And, you know, I was fortunate enough to get another stage win that gets me some more playoff points going into the playoffs now. And I just, you know, got knocked out of the way by a teammate. You know, it was an accident, and I just, you know, I drove the wheels off that thing in stage 2, and I did the same thing. I just wish I had a little bit more time, or you know, I didn't get it in there. I didn't get hit by pretty much every single car towards the end of the race there, to have to come all the way back up from 6th to 2nd again.
Now, you it looked like you were gonna be out of the picture for the win there, but you and Bradley started to team up while Weasel and Incog were duking it out for the lead. Do you think that made the difference between you finishing 2nd or 4th?
For sure. I mean, you know, when I got hit by pretty much, like I said, pretty much every car, that sent me back to 6th place towards the end of the race. When I got around the 0, I just told him to stick behind me, so therefore we can get up there, which helped a little bit. And then, you know, I got to Bradley, and I told him wherever he goes, I go, because you know, Weasel and Cog, they are one of the greatest Xfinity guys we got in this league. And especially if they pair up and they start drafting, there's no holding. There's no way of getting around them. They're just that quick and that good. So for us to go and work with Bradley, a Daytona 500 champion and an Indianapolis winner, to be able to work with him and get up there, and then I made my move at the right moment. I just wish I had more time to kind of give pressure towards Incog.
Well, congratulations on your win. You're going to be walking some new colors next week in Richmond when the playoffs begin, and hope to see you tomorrow night if you're going to be broadcasting.
There's a possibility. I'm not 100% sure yet. I got some stuff going on, but yeah, it was, like I said, it was a fun race. You know, we got the regular season championship now, so I'm glad we got that taken care of. And now with that, you know, might as well announce it now that after this season, I will be not returning to Junior Motorsports. I made that agreement with Austin, the team owner, this morning. We were talking about contract negotiations, what we're going to do, since I couldn't move up to Cup. And I announced today that I will not be returning to Junior Motorsports. So I don't know where I'm going to go, don't know what team. I haven't been really offered anything that appealing to me. But there's still time. You know, I think I'm a good driver, and I'm championship caliber. So it'll be very interesting where I end up.
It's going to be very interesting to see you in different colors next year, since you're not going to be returning to G Motorsports. But I definitely tell you that I believe you'll be returning to the National Series next year. And I'm pretty sure that one of these team owners will be looking for some incredible drivers, and they'll probably put you on top of that list.
I appreciate it, man. Good job broadcasting. I'll see you either tomorrow or next week.
All right, see you. So we got some silly season going on. I don't think I'm allowed to announce that yet. But I plan to announce that he will be leaving Junior Motorsports next year, at the end of the season. So Line Guy just announced that he'll be leaving JD Motorsports from the Zero car, and he'll be joining GM Motorsports in 2020. So, Line Guy is returning to the National Series next season. And speaking of which, we'll get Line Guy in here real quick and actually talk about that. Actually, see what made him decide to choose the GM Motorsports next year. So, let's get him in here real quick. Now, if I remember correctly, when Ryan Guy stole the show and won Stage 2, I believe that was his first stage win of the year, as Ryan Guy joins me now. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing alright. And, I believe, no, that's actually your first stage win. The season better come now, get that very valuable playoff point now rather than later. But, oh, you were saying?
I didn't win a stage, bud.
At stage 2?
I don't think I won a stage.
In stage 2?
I didn't win stage 2. I finished 5th.
Oh, I thought you won the stage.
No. I finished 5th stage 2. I think stage 1, stage 2 went to like Bradley.
Oh. Oh well. But you still get those valuable playoff points. I believe right now you're 6th in the standings, so you probably get bumped up to 5th because Trainer didn't show up. So you probably get, I believe, either 5 or 6 playoff points, but still better than nothing.
Right.
And talk to me about this announcement you just made that you'll be joining GM Motorsports next year.
Yeah. It was gonna come soon anyhow. JD Motorsports, it's just it's been a rough ride. Second half of the season, and the roughness with the team overall has been bad. Like Talladega is when everything started to go down and hill for me. So I was like, okay. So I decided to maybe think about leaving after my 1-year contract was up. Then as the year went on, I just didn't. My team owner wasn't there for me. Had to really figure out things on my own. Then Austin Johnson, who owns JRM and Hendrick and all those guys, started helping me out, and New Hampshire was the one race that he really helped me out with like pit strategy and everything. And then kind of set me off on this little hot streak that I had. And then me and him were negotiating, and then we found a deal, and then I knew that I would be leaving after this year from JD Motorsports.
Now, tell me about as you know where you're gonna be at next year. How you're gonna end the season based on besides the championship, because I know that's gonna be your #1 goal.
I'm still gonna go out, try to win a championship. Yeah, will this cause maybe a tight bit of tension between me and my team owner? Maybe. But I'm just gonna go out there and race and ignore it. It's hard to, this decision was coming, it was the question of where I would end up at, and then as soon as me and Austin started negotiating deals, it was bound to happen for me to land at JRM, so that's this season. I'm just gonna finish out in the 0, and then jump ship and go to JRM.
Well, good luck to you in your quest for your championship. Still looking for that first win of your career and the season. And hopefully you can end the victory lane sometime soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Now we're going to try to get, Weasel in here, who unfortunately was in the Dixon fight for the win, but unfortunately fell back to, I believe, 3rd at the end. So, tough break to end the Ream Rude sponsorship deal with Joggies Racing, the 18 group, as they're going to be going to the 20 car full time if the 20 car will be on the track. But until then, Ream Rude will no longer be on the 18 car. The new body, the Toyota Supra, is going to be coming out, and IK9 is going to become a sponsor of the 18 car for the remainder of the season. So let's get him in here. Let's get Weasel in here real quick. And since we're on the subject of silly season, KD just announced that he's leaving JTG Jordy Racing's 47 car as he makes his way to Schoolhouse Racing and drives the 14 car for 2020. As Weasel joins me now, how are you?
Alright, I guess.
How do you feel about with the being banging at the end of the race? Looked like you 3 wide there at the end. You were in a lot of 3 wide situations tonight.
Yeah, and there at the end I can kind of understand a little bit. We're racing at the end, but I mean, one of them's locked in first, and one of them's a cup driver, so they're not really racing for anything. Those other 2 situations that I don't know why the people forcing it 3 wide with 40 laps to go, it just doesn't make sense, and I got shit in the stick every time. So.
Well, kind of not the way you wanted to end your Scream Root sponsorship deal, but IK9, like you mentioned, is going to be the sponsor for the 18 car. So, also with the Toyota Supra being on the track for the first time. So, do you think the new sponsorship deal plus the new body will help you anyway for the playoffs?
We'll see. I'm coming in with a different attitude. I'm tired of getting the shit into the stick on the outside and putting the wall. So, we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to start driving a little bit more aggressively, but we'll see what happens.
Well, good luck to you in the
playoffs.
Alright, well, good luck to you in your rest of the season, and as the playoffs draw near, hopefully you can be in contention for the championship, which I'm pretty sure you will be.
Alright, thank you.
No problem. Now, we're going to interview 2 more drivers. They're going to be Bradley and Nascar Man, but we're going to get Nascar Man in here first. He had a good race tonight. That's probably the best race I've seen him all race long. So all season long, I should say. So it's awesome to see NASCAR Man finally show some speed in that 7 car, and he probably needed it as the playoffs are right around the corner. So let's get NASCAR Man here real quick. Now, like I mentioned, KD's going to go over to the 14 car next year for Stewarthouse Racing. So the new Ford Mustang is going to be on the track tomorrow night. So it's going to be interesting to see how the 14 car handles next year with KD behind the wheel. So he currently drives the 47 car in the Cup Series. So it's going to be interesting to see how he changes rides next year as he goes to the 14. And while we wait for NASCAR Man to get in here, there he is. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Well, let me tell you something real quick. That was probably the best race I think I've seen you won, I think, ever in this league. I think you should be really happy about yourself.
Yeah, I was determined to try to win today, and I thought I could have gotten up there, but that just one mistake cost us, and we can work on from there. And we got pretty good track position, mostly because of our pit stops, but it was just the long runs that killed us out there. Once we lost the draft, we were just not up there, and there was nothing much we could do. But we were just hauling ass on that last stage, trying to get up there.
Nah, I mean, that was impressive driving by you, especially. Unfortunately, you didn't get the finish you deserved, but do you think you carry somewhat of a momentum swing? It's like a momentum swing for you, I believe. So, do you think you'll be able to carry this through the playoffs?
I believe so. I'm determined to get a deep run in the playoffs, hopefully make it to Homestead to try to win the championship again. But we'll see what happens. When the playoffs come around, it's either you go big or you go home, and I'm going to go big next week starting at Richmond. So I'll try to get us a win here.
Now, I mentioned earlier back when the previous show that I put you, Blind Guy, and Trainer and the group as the 3 guys that are going to be laying in the weeds a little bit later to strike. And of course, I put Weasel, Incog, Predator, and GT Jones in the your teammates, by the way, Predator and GT. That they're going to be in the up in the other group going for the wins, the championship, and the playoff points. But for you, You and my guy especially, probably the two guys that really showed that I might be in the weeds, but I'll be ready to strike at any moment. And tonight was one of those nights, man.
Yeah, just wish I could have not have made the costly mistake that ruined my race there. If I didn't hit the wall there, I probably would have stayed with them, and I probably still would have had a chance to go out and win that thing, because we were just hauling it there on the outside. So we'll see what happens when we go to Richmond. Richmond's well, not really the best of tracks for me, but when it comes to playoffs, I'll do anything it takes to get up there and get the win.
Well, good luck to you then as you continue, as you go on your quest for your championship. Hopefully you can go back to that championship form you were last year, being very consistent and making to the championship 4 points. So hopefully you can make your way back there.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Alright, we're gonna get one last driver in here, one last ooh-ah. And that it will be Bradley subbing for GT Jones tonight in the 5 car. So let's get him in here real quick. Apparently he won stage 2, which I did not know. So, ow. So, I thought my guy won stage 2, but it's fine. But, yeah, let's get Bradley in here real quick, and we'll call it a stream as we say goodbye to NASCAR Heat 3. Oh. Well done. The only time we save the best for last, he's not online. Lovely. Well, I have no one else to interview, so that's gonna be it. We say goodbye to NASCAR E3, ladies and gentlemen. Hard to believe it's been 1 year since this league began, and not this league, this YouTube channel began at Indianapolis last year. Hard to believe we've come a long way from there. I think like the first stream was like got like 100 something views, maybe 200 views, something like that. So for 1 year, for a small channel like this, that's pretty good. So hopefully we could just continue to go. We hope we go skyrocket in the air. Let's hope we can go way up in the air with this little arrow, this imaginary arrow that I got over here by me. But yep. Well, NASCAR Heat 3, thank you for letting us, the Czech Black Peaceful NASCAR League, and all the other leagues in the world, allow us to play this game, especially 704 games, especially, and their contract, their license will last till like 2029, so gonna be sticking with 704 games for a long time from now. So not only thank you NASCAR 3 for giving us some incredible racing, especially tonight, but thank you everyone for tuning back into the channel. Hopefully tomorrow night will be the first ever broadcast on NASCAR Heat 4 with cup drivers like me, Smoke, Texas, Bradley, all those guys going for the championship over there in the Cup Series. Hopefully y'all can join the ride, and hopefully y'all can join in as we try to broadcast the first ever NASCAR Heat 4 race. If not, then hopefully you can tune in to next Saturday night for the National Series at Richmond as they begin their playoffs, and as they go for the quest for the championship. So thank you all for tuning back into the channel. Thank you NASCAR E3 for giving us some incredible racing. Hopefully talk to y'all again soon. And NASCAR E3, we gotta say goodbye to you. Goodbye NASCAR E3. It's been an incredible journey. I'll see y'all next time.